Wassail, Pagans and Shamans. So, we're approaching the shortest day of the year, winter solstice. That's why I've got my hood up. It's freezing out. Actually, it's a lie. It's really warm. So, this moon, this full moon that's coming up in Gemini, is a little bit caught because of precession in Taurus, and the Bellatrix, the Amazon star on Orion's shoulder that I've been watching rise in front of me late at night when I sit down by the sea, is going to be bringing in all kinds of new energies. So it's going to be a tricky time for a lot of people. There's a lot of strange energies going on. There's tensions because we're approaching this eclipse. And this is beautiful because this is winter solstice, the death of the sun. And then 4 days after, we get an eclipse where the sun will go and properly be reborn. This is beautifully cosmic, Pagans and Shamans. So let's see if we can have a beautiful, wonderful, joyous message for the next 2 weeks as we head towards this eclipse. Okay. I need to ding my bell. It is very smooth energy, but there's a trace of heat behind this. It's hot energy. Okay, so you're starting with fire ant. Okay, so this is fire energy. This is ordinarily something that has a sense of irritation, something where there's that moment of discomfort, but I'm not getting that from this. This is the cosmos lining everything up to make changes. This is the sun. Because remember, when we get this eclipse, the Jupiter, the magnifying planet, is right behind the sun, and it's going to magnify that divine masculine energy. So this is about the energy of the earth. This is like, I'm seeing Stonehenge, partly. I went there last year for the winter solstice. But I'm seeing this as not really Stonehenge, but about the energy grid of the earth, Pagans and Shamans. This is going to be a year in which you're going to be working your magic into the earth grid. So you need to prepare yourself for this. You've got Hawk. This is also, this is spirit working with you, flying in to create these wonderful energetic changes that are coming in. And Hawk flies high above. Hawk sees the bigger picture. Hawk understands what's going on. So you need to use these next 2 weeks to formulate your plan for solstice and for the beginning of a new year. And you need to be able to plan out the tactics you want to use to start putting the energy straight within the earth, because it's changing. There's a massive transformation taking place, Pagans and Shamans. So, Pagans and Shamans, what other messages do we have around this powerful energy of the earth? So, we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is Earth. Seven of Earth. This is all the work has been taking place. the cosmos is lining up. All the planetary they're all aligning. All the planetary bodies are aligning, and they're ready to create harvest. This is the card of preparation for abundance to come in, for that sense of everything being ready to fruit. And that's followed by the Eight of Pentacles. Now this is consecutive movement. This is sequential. This is the natural order of things. This is what's taking place. This is... I always call this card Yggdrasil, but in this, because it's codes and keys, it's the tree of life, which the planet is. But in this card, it's talking about how you have to weave the energy grid. This is the energy grid, and each of us is the center of our own energy grid. So again, it's planning how you work with the earth, how you create your form of energy magic and put it inside this new divine masculine energy, because you're preparing the earth to accept balance between divine feminine and divine masculine. You've then got Father of Cups. This is to be zen with emotions. This is, don't do any energy work into the earth until you can find some kind of zen balance, because you don't want to create an emergency of stress. Well, there you go, there's a siren. Emergencies are coming up in these readings. Both readings I've done so far have involved an emergency. So a new energy emerging, the emergency of energy. But this is saying you need to find how to put the correct emotions into the earth. And I'm being told to say to you yet again, heart chakra, single heart chakra, divine masculine, divine feminine, interwoven and pushed down into the earth. Whoa, I'm feeling the heat of the fire in this reading. It's making me really hot, pagans and shamans. So, what do we have? What else do we have? What other messages? Do we have any other messages from this deck? Just the one. And again, it's another earth message. Son of Pentacles, warrior of the earth. You have to be the warrior of the earth. You have to create an alliance with the earth. I'm not saying you haven't before, please don't get me wrong, but you've got to move forward into 2020 creating this alliance with the earth. Okay, your task in the next, as the winter solstice approaches, is to work out what energy you want to give to the earth, beautiful emotional energy that you want to give at the solstice. Oh wow, look, you've got loads of messages. You're making me work very hard. So, you've got the King of Water, which is the same card. This is the King of Cups, the Zen of Cups. You've got to grow your heart chakra so that you're zen with how you approach the world. And this is going to be an illumination. This illumination is the moon. This is seeing things differently. This is also about how the eclipse is going to transform things for you, the planet, the world, the people around. This is major transformative stuff coming, but it's actually beautifully calm. It's really very sweet energy. And you've got the card of love. Now, love, the card of love it's the relationship of you and the earth. It's co-creation with the earth. Now, quite often we talk about co-creation with spirit. And spirit is involved in this, but previously most manifestations that people have been trying to do have been to go into raw masculine energy, and that's a kind of manifestation that's selfish. Okay, you need to change the way you approach giving energy to the earth, so that the manifestations that you create now are earthbound, divine, masculine, emotional, balanced co-creation. So think about the energies that you want to be working with along with the earth, because you've got Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. The rebirth of the planet, not you. This is not you. You will be reborn. You will be. But this is about the planet being reborn. The planet being unburdened. So we've got the 10 of fire. This is endings and new beginnings. This is that sticky, heavy, fear-filled atmosphere that we've been living in for so long. It's time for that to be released. And then you have my favourite card. You've got White Raven Spirit. Trust in the magic. Trust in the magic of the earth. Trust in the magic of you. Trust in the magic of you with the earth, co-creating, sorting the grid, ordering things into alignment. Everything's taking place now, pagans and shamans, for you to actually feel a better connection. So trust in the magic, which is 66. This is a master number of the 6th dimension. This is animal spirit. And this is animal spirit saying it's time to change the way we look at animals. So pagans and shamans, you've got to trust the animal world. You've got to love the animal world. You've got to honor the animal world. And you've got 50 rhino spirit, which is to overcome any obstacles. Overcome any obstacles, all obstacles. Nothing will get in your way. Look, you've got 666, the number of the beast, as they say. But actually, 666 is an energy grid that's been locked on the earth. And this energy grid has been to stop proper communication between humans and the animal kingdom. We're sitting over as overlords, many people, I'm not saying you are, but humanity sees itself as an overlord of the animal kingdom, and this is changing. There's a rebirth taking place. This barrier, this shield, is going to start to fail, and this is going to bring the consciousness of animals and what we do to animals into closer scrutiny. We've got to change. The animals are calling to us, and they're saying it has to end. Just 2 days ago, there was a big festival in Nepal that's a Hindu festival, and it's the largest slaughter of animals that takes place, and made me cry. So that kind of thing has to stop. It was outlawed, they did it, it's a religious thing, but something like 200,000 animals, I mean buffalo, bison or whatever they were, corralled into a space and then just sacrificed to the gods. The gods don't want the sacrifice of animals. They made the animals. Okay, so pagans and shamans, think about the animals, because they're going to be playing a lot in everybody's minds soon. Okay, so what do we have from the mystical shaman deck for our pagans and shamans? What do we have from the mystical animal deck for pagans and shamans? 3 lovely cards. Okay, so we have, I'm not sure of the order of these. Can we have some help, please? We've got the Sweat Lodge. The Sweat Lodge is about purifying. This is about the animals asking us to purify the way in which we consider the animals. This 666 energy shield that's been blocking them. I mean, look, she adores that lion. This card number 6, she adores that lion. It's the balance of us, the world, spirit, animals. We've got to come into balance, pagans and shamans, and you know that better than most. So purify our relationship with creatures, because at the moment they're in fear of us. They're in fear of us, and they shouldn't be. They should be. And this is 954. This is 9. This is a divine energy. Okay. And then you have the Spiral and the Sorcerer, 48 and 50. The Spiral is a cosmic keystone structure of the entire universe. There are spirals throughout the universe. There are spirals throughout the natural world. There are spirals throughout the cosmos. There are spirals in our DNA. This is about the building blocks of a new future, and the Sorcerer is becoming still. He's becoming still. The Sorcerer often is, and they are saying this is the darker energy of our magic and our manifestations that have been taking place. We've been doing it wrong. Somehow our relationship to the earth has been too dark, and we're going to be changing that energy and bringing ourselves into an alignment. We're going to link in to the natural flow. So you need to create spirals in your mind. Draw spirals, walk spirals, go in, get to the center of your spiral, change the way you perceive yourself and walk back out of your spiral. And you don't need to be this kind of, I don't just want to say darker energy, because behind that Sorcerer there's a rainbow of light shining. It was meant to be. We were meant to be. That you were meant to be that darker energy once. That's how you got through the raw male energy of the earth. But the earth is changing. The planet, the cosmos, everything's changing. So where are you heading? Where are you heading for winter solstice? Please, can you tell us, where are we heading? Pagans and shamans, where are they heading for this winter solstice? Okay, it's the same thing. You've got 44 and 64. 4464, I would look that up if I were you. It's a magical number. It's a very, very still and healing number. Sacrifice and witness. This winter solstice is about ending the sacrifice. Witness what you see as wrong. Witness the traumas that this energy has been delivering, and change it, pagans and shamans. And then you're going to get corn. This is abundance, but notice this is plant world. This is not animal. This is the earth bursting forth in love of you for your love of the animal kingdom, and the rewards that will come to you, the harvesting, the ability to eat enough foods. Everything will be in abundance. The world will flow around you much better. So, pagans and shamans, have the best winter solstice ever. If you can go to Stonehenge, I went last year. It's amazing. You can touch the stones, and do you know what? You sing an F sharp to them, the whole ground vibrates underneath you. It's a beautiful time, but go forwards and think about becoming still and transforming your energy and doing away with this sense of animal sacrifice that's going on. Wassail, pagans and shamans.